As I mentioned at the end of yesterday's vlog, today is a pretty busy and a pretty big day for us.
It's almost like getting married, because all the paperwork has to be done today.
Yeah, we're doing the official paperwork for the wedding to commence. The problem is I'm not from Poland, so we needed a lot of documents translated. So right now Magda went in to get her birth certificate. I already have mine. I had to get the international one, but there seem to be some complications here because they're going digital. I mean, it's just complicated in every step. So we're hoping these to go as smooth as possible.
She was like, I thought she's talking to me, and she was just like talking to the lady that was sitting in the other room, like ignoring me completely.
See, that's the problem with governmental workers here in Poland. They still act as if they own the place, like their boss is there and you just came begging them for something, and usually they act as if this is the last thing they want to do that day, although they paid for that. And this really winds me up. And it especially winds me up when people that are paid by taxpayers, so basically by us, are acting so unprofessionally. Because you see, unless you're in a gunpoint situation where you can't do anything else but what the people tell you to do, you always have a choice. I used to work for this catering company in London, and we would work on private parties as well as, you know, pretty much everywhere they would call us and pay us, of course. And I remember once we had a job and we worked for around 12 hours. And so first the truck came to the place, to the venue, which was this huge city house. And then we had to unload the whole truck, which took us for about an hour. And when I say the whole truck, I mean the whole truck from beginning to end. Then we had to take everything, I think it was a second floor, to these huge tall staircases, because of course there isn't any elevator in these old houses. And then we had to set everything up, including the kitchen. So there was this huge industrial oven and all the bottles, all the drinks. There was party for 200 or 300 people. And then we would work for 9 hours or something like this of just like being a waiter and cleaning up and you know, pouring and all this stuff. And then at the end we would have to clean everything up, take it back down, load everything onto the truck. And I remember we were all really tired, really fucked up, and we all started kind of yammering, and you know, we just wanted to get it done and over it. And then it kind of struck me that I could either choose to yammer and just complain on how hard it is and let's just be done with it, or I could just try and smile and finish it, and the result is the same. It's just less energy used for yammering and bitching around. So I guess what I want to say is, when it comes down to being professional, is just making the choice of smiling and just doing it as good as you can in any given moment, and just keep your ego out of it. There's always a choice. Like Magda had a choice when I asked her to marry me, and she made the right choice. Oh, that's so smooth. Okay, we're kind of approaching the big moment now, because we're going to the main office where they're gonna tell us if everything is okay, or if they just happen to come up with another document that we need and they just forgot to tell us in the first 2, 3 or 5 times that we asked them what exactly we need.
Full of documents.
There goes nothing, or everything, whatever.
Very long, but not that bad. She was actually, in the end, she was a bit chatty and like...
Yeah, it was... it only took half an hour. First she she tried to convince me that the documents aren't that the documents only value for 3 months, which they don't, or for 6 months. Then she wasn't sure if I speak Polish good enough, and then after some chit chat, you know, I reassured her that I do. And then the third thing, it was the best one, she wanted an address that she can send the correspondence to, so like a confirmation, and we wanted to give her the London one. Said, no, just give me something like Polish. So we said, no, we live in London, we don't live here. But no, it's just, I don't know. And then we asked her, what's gonna be in this correspondence? What's there gonna be in the letter? Nothing. So, and I think the only official document in the world that we are getting married is her paper calendar on the wall, where she wrote just the hour on the July.
Her system.
Is it?
She's just this old date, you know,
yeah,
lady.
she was just like 70 plus.
I think, yeah, she doesn't trust the computer, so she put it on there, but
okay.
just to be
so long as it's on her wall on the calendar, we are getting married. It only looks romantic until you throw up. Our next mission on our today's big and busy day is to find some place where we can get the guests to sleep, because we're gonna have a lot of people flying in from other countries, especially from Slovenia. There's gonna be what, 40-50 people flying in, so we need to accommodate them somewhere. And now we're searching a place that's not off the charts expensive, but still kind of good looking and comfortable enough, which is harder than one might think, actually. What are you doing, Magda?
Can't you see? I'm cutting our name cards for the table for the guests, so they know where they sit.
I think you deserve like a special artistic corner in my vlog.
Oh, definitely. Mini series.
And hop.